We are running out of the element that makes your voice funny, and almost nobody on Earth is talking about it.
Okay, normal voice now. Let's talk about helium. Element number 2. The lightest gas in the entire universe. The second most abundant element in existence. And somehow, the exact same element that NASA, hospitals, and your local party store are all quietly panicking about. Yeah, we're getting there. But first, let's talk about something wild. We found this element on a star 93 million miles away, before we ever found it on our own planet. August 1868. A total solar eclipse rips across the sky over India. A French astronomer named Pierre Janssen points his spectroscope at the edge of the sun during that eclipse, and he sees something impossible. A yellow line in the light spectrum. A line that doesn't match a single known element on Earth. At the exact same time, in England, another astronomer, Norman Lockyer, sees the exact same mystery line. Neither one of them can explain it. So Lockyer does what any wildly confident scientist would do. He just names it, right then and there. Before anyone had ever touched it. Before anyone even knew for sure it existed anywhere else in the universe. Helium. Named after Helios, the Greek word for the sun. 27 years later. 27 years pass before a chemist named William Ramsay finally isolates helium right here on Earth, trapped inside a uranium mineral called clevite. Think about that for 1 second. We confirmed an element existed on a star before we found a single atom of it on our own planet. Helium is basically the alien that got famous before the guy next door even knew his name. And here's the part that should not be allowed to sound this calm. Every single helium atom that escapes into our atmosphere is gone. Forever. Not lost. Not recyclable. Gone. Helium is so light that Earth's gravity literally cannot hold onto it. Once it drifts high enough into the atmosphere, it escapes into space completely. It does not come back. Ever. Every other resource on this planet has some kind of cycle. Water evaporates and falls back down as rain. Carbon gets absorbed and released over and over. Even gold can be melted down and reused 1,000 times. Helium does none of that. Once you let it go, it is an interplanetary one-way ticket. So every birthday balloon you have ever released into the sky? It is currently floating somewhere past the orbit of the moon. You didn't lose a balloon that day. You personally contributed to a permanent planetary shortage. Happy birthday, by the way. And now here's where this stops being funny and starts being genuinely concerning. Most of the helium we have on Earth comes from underground natural gas deposits, formed over literally billions of years from the slow radioactive decay of uranium and thorium deep inside the planet. It took the Earth billions of years to make the helium we currently have. We are burning through it in decades. And this is not just about balloons. Helium keeps MRI machines cold enough to even function, using superconducting magnets that need to stay near absolute zero. It cools rocket fuel before launch. It is essential for manufacturing computer chips and fiber-optic cables, the literal backbone of the modern internet. So every time a kid gets a balloon at a birthday party, that is helium that could have helped scan someone's brain tumor. Dramatic? Maybe a little. Technically, completely true. Also, yes. Scientists have been warning for years that the world could face a serious helium shortage within our own lifetime, and there is no synthetic replacement for it. You cannot manufacture helium in a lab. You can only mine what's already buried in the ground. And once that runs out, that's it. So let's go even further. What if all the helium on Earth disappeared? Right now. Completely. First casualty. Every MRI machine on the planet shuts down within hours. No more brain scans. No more early cancer detection. No more diagnosing spinal injuries before they become permanent. Modern medicine takes a massive step backward. Overnight. All at once. Second, every rocket launch on Earth stops immediately. Helium pressurizes the fuel tanks inside rockets. Without it, every space agency on the planet is grounded. No new satellites. No space missions. No expanding GPS systems. We are stuck here. On this planet. Permanently. Third, fiber optic expansion stops, because helium is used to detect microscopic leaks in the cables that carry internet data around the world. The internet doesn't disappear. It just stops growing. Forever. And somewhere, very far down this list of civilization-shaking consequences, balloons stop working at birthday parties. Honestly, at that point, That is the very least of anyone's problems. All right. Let's lighten this back up with a few facts about helium that sound completely made up but are 100% real. Fact 1. Helium is the only element in the entire universe that has never been turned solid by cooling it down alone. You have to add extreme pressure on top of the cold. It simply refuses to become a solid the normal way every other element does. Helium does not follow the rules. Fact 2. Deep-sea divers breathe a mix of helium and oxygen called heliox to avoid a dangerous condition called nitrogen narcosis at extreme depths underwater. So helium isn't just a party trick. It is literally a life support tool hundreds of feet below the ocean's surface. Fact 3, and this one is the wildest of them all, helium is almost completely chemically inert. It refuses to bond with nearly anything else in the universe. Scientifically speaking, it is the most committed loner in the entire periodic table. Honestly, relatable. So there it is. Helium. Element number 2. Discovered on a star before it was ever discovered on our own planet. Leaking permanently into space every single day. Quietly holding up modern medicine and space travel at the exact same time. And still, somehow, most famous for making your voice sound like a cartoon chipmunk for 30 seconds at a birthday party. Next time, lithium. The same element sitting inside your phone battery right now is also used to treat one of the most serious conditions in modern psychiatry. And the story behind it is far stranger than you think. See you there.